Now the interesting thing is, when I've finished working with people, often I'll take them, you know, outside or something, and they can feel it from this far away. So you might be able to feel this like deep from this far away. And as your energy fields get clearer, can you feel that from this far away, David? Dave, you can't feel it. David's like this. David's going to be the nut I'm going to crack. One day he's going to be, I can feel.
So David can't see.
We can hear that somewhat a feeling.
But that's okay. He will get there. David's from another planet. But with some people, they'll feel it. So can you feel that from this far away? Yep, you can feel it. And so with Michelle, your heart's so beautiful. So I'm going to work with your knees. Can you feel that on your knees? You don't have to nod if you can't feel it.
Peter.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, you can't. But the idea is, you guys are as healers, you can feel that from a distance. But
just let it go.
I just want you guys to get to the concept that there's so much going on beyond the physical. There's so much going on beyond the flesh and blood. Okay, now, in terms of intention and creating a space where, like say I have to go into a healing fair, and I'm seeing, you know, there's hundreds of people walking through a healing fair, and I've got my little booth there, and there's energy just flowing everywhere because people are releasing emotions, and they're all coming and they're all searching, so they're like vampires looking for that sacred source of energy, you know, which is supposed to come from within them. And what I do naturally, and what I'm going to endeavour to teach you guys tonight, is something that's, I'm not going to teach it out of some book, and I'm not going to teach it out of some, you know, ancient concept. What I'm going to teach you is what I've used and what works for me. Is I go to, so say this is my booth space, and I'm going to say this because you might use it when you're going into work. You know, you might work in an office where there's cubicles, or you might have to go out and deal with, you know, people in the workforce or out in the street every day. What I do is I set up what I would call, sometimes I use gold when I'm doing healing work, but if I have to deal with a lot of mental energy, I work with silver. So I create, like I'll just do it now, and then I'll walk around and I'll see if you guys can feel it. So I set up like a little area energetically in my mind, and this again is where imagination becomes a reality. So I just set up a little house made of silver, and it sounds really crazy, and I don't even know where I learnt it, but the first time I went to a healing fair, I just thought, shit, I'm going to be bombarded with stuff, and I won't be able to focus on the person that's on my table unless I set up a dome. And so I set up an energy dome, and inside that I put the intention of abundance, okay, and which means that when people step in there, they're happy to trade and receive. I set up the energy for absolute purest healing, but I also set up the energy that whatever heaviness comes out is going to go straight through the floor. Okay, now for you, if you're working with children, you might want to set it up so that the children feel happy whenever they walk through a door. You know, Janice might set up a room where it's like the sleeping space for the dog, so whenever they arrive, there's like that sleeping energy there. Or you might want to set up, if you're working with sales or something, you might want to set up, okay, when people walk through this, they feel comfortable, they feel safe, they feel easy about just letting go and spending their money with me. And you can do that. You know, it's really, really, really simple. You just pick where the lines are. So tonight I set those lines up between those two doors, that when people walk past, they would start to feel themselves again. Whether that's good, bad or ugly, you would feel yourself once you walk through it. And Peter went into a massive healing crisis when he came through, because Peter has been going through a healing crisis anyway, but look at him now, you know, from where. So it's setting that intention. So I'll do that now. So I'm just going to set up just a really basic energy field that I go into when I'm doing healing. So what's happening now, it's just spinning, and a lot of it's coming out of my third, which is where your soul energy comes from. Okay, and it's coming up and it's swirling around me now, and I'm not really doing too much, but I'm asking for something, and so something's happening to my energy. to help me create that space. So while I'm doing this, you can be having a think about the sorts of areas you could work in your house and how you could use this and set this up for your own healing work. You know, if you've got a healing room and you've got a massage table or a massage chair, you just say, I intend for this space between these 4 sections or in this circle, there's only love and light. And that anything heavy that comes out of this person goes right through the floor and releases from them and is turned into love and light. Okay, so I'm just going to walk around and you can just see, you just put your hands out and just see if you can feel it as I come close to you. So just put your hands out like this and I'll just walk around. So you tell me when you feel it, you'll just feel a little bit of a something against your hands. You feel that there? Yeah, okay. So just everyone just put their hands up and I'll just walk around and you can have a feel. Just see, and I'll just walk towards you as you feel it. I'll put my, yeah, you can feel that?
Not a little pinch.
Yeah. And now I'll see my heart through, just see if you can feel that. You might feel a little bit sad or something because yeah, you can. And that's because I'm setting up the feeling for healing. Okay, so what it is if there's any sadness or something. So David's going to be my nut to crack. You guys can try it, practice it from the back if you want. David's going to be my nut to crack and see if he can feel it. Take a breath, David, right now. This space is fine. So my heart is right in his hands right now. Just see if you can feel warmth, tingling, anything. Just relax your palms, relax your palms, relax your palms. It's right in his throat even. It's okay, honey, I'll come back. Right.
I felt it before.
You did,
on my
okay.
feet.
Yep.
Actually, I could see the energy coming from David's hands when he was holding them up like that.
Yeah, there you go. So Denise, you can feel it anyway from
I can see it coming from your fingertips.
Yeah. So Peter, just pop your hands up.
Yeah.
So just see if you can feel. You can. Yeah. So you can. Mark, can you feel it? Yeah. Yep. So you'll notice that that's a very different. Here, so Morgan's going like. So I'll just come a little bit closer. Just see. It doesn't matter if you don't feel it because it's happening anyway. So you might just feel like a little warmth, or it'll be like, oh, it's a different feeling. So I'll step back. I'll pull back. Okay, did you feel a difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so now I'm just going to step forward slowly so that you can feel it, and it's just right on the tips of your fingers now. So does it feel warm, tingly, anything?
A bit warmer.
Yeah, it's almost like, and you might feel it as just an emotion. So you felt it already? Yeah. You can feel it? So this is what you can use in your healing work. You set this intention. And you can set it either with your own angels, you can set whatever it is you call in. If you're happy with Buddha, or if you're happy with, I've worked with Indian deities. Can you feel that now?
Oh yeah.
Just breathe. Yep, just shake your hands out of it. If you're feeling like you can't feel it, I'll come back.
Yeah.
So Kerry, you can feel that?
Yeah.
And can you feel it? Yeah.
You're sucking in like a magnet.
So can you feel that? Yeah, you can feel the difference. Yeah. So what this is, all I'm wanting to teach you guys is that you can create. So I'm just going to dismantle that now and change it.